So today on our
All right, let's continue chapter 8. Today we're doing special products, which really is similar to what we did on Tuesday using FOIL method, but with special products it allows you to skip some of those steps and just go straight to your answer. Okay, so first one we're going to look at is if you have a square of a sum. Right, so that would look like if you have something a plus b squared. So if this happens, all you need to do is square the first term. What would that give you here? A squared. Then you multiply the two terms together and double it. What would that give you? 2ab. And then you square your last term. Okay, now we'll look at examples of those. That's just kind of like your base formula if that happens. All right, so let's look at if I have 8c plus 3d squared. First time you're going to square your first term. Remember, number parts stay normal, so what would 8c times 8c give you? There we go. Okay, then you're going to multiply the two numbers together and double it. What is 8c times 3d?
48cd.
Well, multiply them together for me first.
24cd.
24cd. Double that to get 48. Right, then your last step would just be to square your last term. 3d squared would give you 9d squared. Okay. All right, same idea here. We're going to square the first term, multiply the two terms together and double it, square our last term. All right, so Jacoby, if I wanted to square my first term, what would that give me? Okay. Carter, what do you get if you multiply those two terms together? 3x times 4y.
12xy.
And then double it to get
24.
good. Okay, and McKinley, what about 4y squared? What would that give you? Good. Okay. All right, you feel okay about that? Okay, the next one we're going to look at is square of a difference. So only thing that would be different from our other one is instead of addition, it's going to be subtraction. All right. Now, basically, you're doing the exact same thing, right? If I square my first term, I would still get a squared. The only difference you're going to have is instead of plus 2ab, it would be minus 2ab. And then it would still be plus b squared. Why would it be plus b squared? Good. A negative times a negative going to give you a positive. Okay? So, again, we're doing the exact same work. All we're doing is changing that middle term to a negative. Okay? All right, let's look at 6p minus 1 squared. Shelby, can you tell me if I square my first term, what that would give me?
3060.
Okay, good. All right. Adrian, if I multiply the two terms together, what is 6p times 1?
6p.
Double it to get,
12p.
so minus 12p. Okay, and then Izzy, if I square my last term, 1 times 1 to get 1. Okay. Addison, if I square the first term, what would that give me? Okay. Hollis, if I multiply my two terms together, a times 2b, I would get, oh, are you on the other one? Okay, Jade, what would a times 2b give you? Hello, you're good. Shelby, where do you want to go this week? For a reward. Movie room, please. Thank you. Okay, negative 2ab and then double it to get, okay, so minus 4ab. And then Riley, if I square my last term, that would give me what?
4b squared.
Good. All right, questions on either of those? Feel okay about it? Okay. All right, last one we're going to do, and then we'll be done, is product of a sum and difference. Okay, so that would be like if I have a plus b times a minus b. Can anybody tell me what would happen here?
Two terms.
Just a squared minus b squared. You just square the first term, subtract the square of the second term, right? Because think about when you FOIL, right? We would do a times a, that would give me a squared. When we do the outside terms, that would give us minus ab. The inside would give you plus ab. Those two things cancel out, correct? And then b times negative b would give you negative b squared, okay? So on this, they have to look exactly the same except for one's addition, one's subtraction, right? There can't be different terms there. So let's look at 3n plus 2 times 3n minus 2. Right? They look exactly the same. The only difference is one's addition, one's subtraction. So all you need to do is square the first term, subtract the square of the second term. Okay? Jacoby, what's 3n times 3n? 9n squared. Okay? Minus what? 4. 2 times 2 would give you 4. Okay, then we're going to do 4c minus 7d times 4c plus 7d. Okay, Sid, what about 4c times 4c?
16c squared.
Good. Okay, and Jade, what about 7d times 7d? Yes,
So 39.
perfect. Okay. Yes, not too bad. So, really, biggest thing today is no matter if it's square of a sum or difference, you're going to square the first term, multiply the two and double it, square the last term. If it's like this, where they're just exact opposites, you just multiply first and last terms. Okay? All right. Okay, we'll be on page 489. Oh, sorry, I changed this. 12 through